Welcome back to NT Coins World, the ultimate destination for coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Jefferson Nickels, focusing on the standout coins that have captured the attention of collectors for decades. These coins may appear common at first glance, but if you're a serious collector or even just starting out, you'll want to pay close attention. The 1959 and 1960 Jefferson Nickels might be hiding in your pocket change, or tucked away in an old jar, and they could be worth more than you think. We're talking history, design details, minting secrets, valuable errors, and everything in between. So grab your magnifying glass, settle in, and let's unlock the hidden value of these classic American nickels. 1959 Jefferson Nickel. 1959. Jefferson Nickel emerged during an era when America was experiencing a booming post-war economy, technological advancements, and major cultural shifts. While it may seem like an ordinary coin from the late 50s, this nickel is a product of its time, a time of optimism and innovation. It represents not only monetary value but a piece of American history minted in metal. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson Nickel made its debut in 1938 and continued with only minor modifications for decades. The 1959 edition maintained the traditional obverse portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and the author of the Declaration of Independence. The image is iconic: Jefferson facing left, with sharp details in his hair and coat when struck well above his head. The word liberty is clearly inscribed, followed by the date 1959 and a subtle star that separates the two elements. These inscriptions not only mark the coin's production year, but also reflect the nation's ideals of freedom and democracy. On the reverse, Monticello, Jefferson's famous estate in Virginia, is rendered with precision. The structure appears grand yet serene, embodying Jefferson's architectural vision and intellect. Above the building, the Latin phrase e pluribus unum reminds us that out of many states, one nation was formed. Below the building are the inscriptions Monticello, 5 cents, and finally, United States of America. The overall layout is balanced, clean, and instantly recognizable, a design that stood the test of time. In terms of minting, the 1959 Jefferson Nickel was produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The Philadelphia Mint did not use a mint mark, while the Denver Mint coins bear a small D to the right of Monticello. In total, the mintage for the 1959 Jefferson Nickel from the Philadelphia Mint was approximately 28.4 million, while the Denver Mint produced a significantly higher number, over 160 million coins. This discrepancy makes the Philadelphia issues relatively scarcer, especially in higher grades. In fine condition, a 1959 Jefferson Nickel doesn't command a high price on the open market. Most circulated coins are worth between 10 cents and 25 cents. However, the value increases significantly for examples with full steps on the Monticello design, indicating a strong, well-struck reverse. Collectors prize full steps nickels because they're a sign of superior quality and sharp die execution. A full steps 1959D nickel, for instance, can fetch $20 to $40 in MS65 condition, while ultra-high grade pieces, or those certified by PCGS or NGC, can go for hundreds of dollars. Errors are a vital part of what makes any coin truly exciting, and the 1959 Jefferson Nickel has its share of notable varieties. One such error is the repunch mint mark RPM, especially found in the Denver minted coins. RPMs occur when the mint mark is punched more than once, slightly offset each time. Collectors actively search for these variants, and prices can range from $5 to over $50 depending on the visibility and condition of the error. Die cracks, die clashes, and off-center strikes are also found in 1959 nickels, making them desirable error coins for numismatic specialists. Collector interest in the 1959 Jefferson Nickel remains steady, largely due to the coin's transitional role. It was one of the early issues of the post-silver era, minted after the U.S. had fully moved away from silver content in nickels and other coinage. While not a key date, it is often included in full-date Jefferson Nickel sets for those building a complete collection or looking for quality full-step specimens. The 1959 issue remains an affordable yet rewarding challenge. 1960 Jefferson Nickel. 1960 Jefferson Nickel stands as a symbol of the changing tides in America, a nation on the cusp of a cultural revolution. Minted during the last year of the Eisenhower administration and just before the dawn of the Kennedy era, this coin captures a unique moment in U.S. history. It may not seem revolutionary in your hand, but in the world of numismatics, the 1960 Jefferson Nickel is more than just 5 cents, it's a relic from an era of transition and innovation. Once again, Felix Schlag's design graces this nickel, with the familiar bust of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse. The detailing in Jefferson's hair, collar, and facial features remains a primary focus for collectors, especially in higher-grade coins. The word Liberty stands strong to the left, and the year 1960 anchors the right-hand side of the obverse with the signature star divider. When this coin is well struck, it showcases sharp details and smooth surfaces that highlight Schlag's craftsmanship. On the reverse, Monticello remains the centerpiece. While the design is consistent with previous years, 1960 saw more advanced minting technology and quality control processes, which makes finding full steps examples slightly more feasible than in earlier decades. Still, not all coins were struck perfectly, and full steps specimens are still considered premium. The 1960 Jefferson Nickel was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver. The Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 55.4 million coins without a mint mark, while the Denver Mint churned out over 192 million coins, identifiable by the D mint mark on the reverse. Given these numbers, the 1960p is somewhat scarcer in higher conditions than its Denver counterpart, adding a subtle layer of collectability for advanced enthusiasts. Market value for the 1960 Jefferson Nickel in fine condition hovers between 10 cents and 25 cents for circulated examples. As with the 1959 issue, coins with full steps, especially those graded MS65 or higher, can reach values of $30 to $60 or more. The finest known examples, often preserved in pristine mint sets or rolls, have been auctioned for hundreds of dollars. These are the coins that attract attention in the numismatic world. Era varieties from 1960 are especially appealing. One of the more popular finds is the D repunched mint mark on Denver minted coins. These are P-Mis display to impressions of the D, sometimes clearly visible with the naked eye or under magnification. Collectors chase these variants due to their uniqueness and rarity. Prices for strong P-Mis can range from $10 to $75 depending on the strike quality and clarity. Other valuable errors include die clashes, where parts of Jefferson's face or Monticello appear imprinted on the opposite side due to misalignment during minting. Off-center strikes and clipped plankets also exist, increasing the intrigue for era collectors. Collector demand for the 1960 Jefferson Nickel remains healthy, especially for those pursuing a complete year-by-year Jefferson set. Its historical context as a pre-Kennedy, pre-Vietnam era coin gives it emotional and nostalgic appeal. In the broader Jefferson series, 1960 is seen as a stable year in terms of production quality, making it an accessible yet valuable addition to any collection. The real thrill lies in locating a perfect full steps example or stumbling across a rare mint error that turns a common nickel into a coin show highlight. Both the 1959 and 1960 Jefferson Nickels exemplify why this underrated series deserves more attention from collectors. With rich historical backgrounds, artistic design continuity, intriguing mint errors, and exciting market potential, these nickels prove that valuable coins aren't always flashy or silver-laden. Sometimes, the most rewarding pieces are hiding in plain sight in pocket change, in old drawers, or in forgotten rolls. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, these coins offer a gateway into American history and numismatic discovery. Stick with NT Coins World, and you'll always be one step closer to uncovering the next hidden gem in the world of coins.